In the quiet blue of early morning, Mike lets go. His small hands gently place Tiko into his father's worn delivery bag, not with fear, but with hope. The man, still half-shadowed by sleep and long weeks, pauses. His eyes flicker to the backpack, glowing, alive, but he says nothing. Fatigue lines his face. Duty rounds his shoulders. He doesn't ask why. He just carries it. And in that stillness, something unspoken passes between them. Respect, trust, a beginning. Now, the weight shifts, not just on his shoulders, but in his heart. The city stirs as he rides. Cracked alleys, shuttered storefronts, 1,000 walls closing in. Rain clings to the road, mirroring the quiet storm inside him. He doesn't flinch. He weaves through puddles and shadows, engine low, eyes forward. Behind him, Tiko glows softly, strapped in, bouncing with each bump. Not guiding, just witnessing. Hours pass. The city sleeps. But here, in this small kitchen, the wait is wide awake. He sits alone. Bills whisper from the table. His phone hums softly. Extra shift Saturday. Confirm. His thumb hovers. His breath stalls. Mike's performance is Saturday. He doesn't speak. He just presses yes. Nearby, Tiko glows, faint, watchful, almost as if he heard the silence and understood what it meant. The next morning, the cold light hits harder. He stands at the dispatch counter, shoulders squared, face calm. But behind his eyes, a storm brews. The shift board is smaller now. The supervisor doesn't need to say much. Mike's father just nods, doesn't argue, doesn't ask, but his fingers clench tighter around the helmet, as if holding onto something that's slipping fast. Rent. Tuition. Food. The numbers echo louder than any words ever could. Still, he says nothing. Later that day, Mike waves from the classroom window, hopeful, bright. His father passes by outside, just for a second. A glance, a smile, but not the kind that warms, the kind you wear to hide the cracks. The helmet shadows his face, but not enough to hide the weight. Behind him, Tiko rides silent in the delivery bag, glowing faintly, as if absorbing what Mike can't yet see. A father moving forward, but not fully present. Night falls again. The room is quiet, too quiet. He sits at the edge of his bed, swallowed in shadow. The phone's pale light the only thing moving. Extra shift Saturday. Confirm. His thumb floats above the screen. Not pressed, not pulled back, just stuck between duty and doubt. Across the room, Tiko watches from the shelf, zipped, glowing softly. He says nothing, but the silence in the room is starting to speak. But something stirs. In the quiet, in the cold, Tiko shifts, just a little. His zipper trembles open, barely, as if breathing in the tension that fills the room. One thread glows beneath his flap, pulsing faintly. Not with power, with worry. He doesn't understand everything, but he feels it, the weight, the war inside this man. And he knows something is about to break. Later, in the hush of the kitchen, Tiko opens. Slowly. Fully. The light inside him shifts, no longer faint, but purposeful. A mirror rises from his glow. Not a reflection, a vision. Mike, alone on stage. Small. Searching. His eyes scan the crowd, hopeful, and then waiting. The ache in that stillness speaks louder than words. And for the first time, the father sees not what he's running toward, but what he's leaving behind. In the glow of the mirror, Mike speaks, not loudly, not clearly, just honestly. Even when you say nothing, I look for you. The words ripple through the air like a breath held too long. The father doesn't move, but his face says everything. The tired armor cracks, the weight hits, and in that stillness, something finally reaches him. The mirror fades, but the truth lingers. In the silence, he picks up his phone. The message is still there. Extra shift Saturday. Confirm. His finger hovers, then moves. Delete. A breath escapes, the kind that's been trapped for years. His eyes shine, not from light, but from letting go. Outside, nothing has changed, but inside, everything has. Saturday comes. The room is full of chatter, programs, polished shoes, and nerves. Mike steps onto the stage, eyes wide, heart thumping. And then he sees him, back row, dusty helmet in hand, delivery uniform still creased with the road. No grand wave, no words, just presence. And that is everything. From the stage, Mike searches and finds him. One look, that's all it takes. Eyes lock across the room. The crowd fades. The noise quiets. It's not just seeing, it's being seen. In that still, golden moment, father and son hold the same truth. You showed up. You're here. In the quiet that follows, Tiko rests, tucked in the father's bag, glowing soft, steady. The mirror fades. The magic, it's no longer needed, because the moment is already whole. No words, no flash, just a warmth, the kind that comes from knowing a choice was made, and it was the right one. The camera pulls back from the stage, from the light, from the quiet, glowing bag, and the message appears, not spoken, but felt. Strength isn't working yourself to the bone. It's knowing when to stop and simply show up. A soft piano note lingers, and somewhere in the stillness, a small thread of love glows on.